Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This is Me and the Boys Wrestling. We are inching closer and closer to our season finale, which means we are inching closer and closer to our season 3 premiere. I'm very excited for it. We got big changes coming. We got some new characters coming. We got all sorts of stuff going on. As you can see, we got the logo in behind now. You know, we're taking these baby steps to making this production, look legit. I'm thinking that within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to throw our hat into the wrestling wars. We're going to be right up there with GWC, Impact, maybe even AEW. We'll never hit that top of the mountain and compete with WWE, but, from a storytelling basis, yes, we will. So here we go, friends. Episode 10 of Season 2. We are here. Let's talk about last week. We saw number 1 contenders Rumble, which saw, after a war, Brent and The Fiend come down to the last two, with The Fiend tossing Brent over and getting a measure of revenge for that squash match that has been on his mind. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm repping Macho Man today. Not just a random pink shirt for no reason. Mostly I wear black shirts. Like 100, with the exception of this shirt, 100% of my t-shirts are black. I'm off topic. That's how quickly it can happen. That's how the action goes at Me and the Boys Wrestling. We saw that number 1 contender, and then of course in our main event we saw The Fiend take on Honky Tonk Zippe in a losing effort as Honky Tonk Zippe defends and retains his belt. Then we saw a Falls Count Anywhere match between Danger Boy Dana Boyle and DJ Aram himself, Shane McDonald, wherein Mark Henry interfered for Shane and dished out a bit of punishment to Danger Boy Dana Boyle. Now, longtime viewers will remember that Mark Henry popped up in Season 1 of Me and the Boys Wrestling, and he came out of nowhere and attacked Danger Boy Dana Boyle, and we put them in a match which Mark Henry won. So for some reason Mark Henry still has beef with Danger Boy Dana Boyle, and he came out to interfere. But lo and behold, Danger Boy Dana Boyle has an ally, a backstage ally in one Bo Dallas, brother of The Fiend, son of Erwin R. Shyster, Rotunda. We also saw an Extreme Rules match where Kennedy just squashed Chris. Just an embarrassing outing from Chris. We saw a backstage brawl between Rare Breed and Dr. Volcano. And after taking a huge beating, Rare Breed came out of nowhere with that $12,000 kick and just knocked Dr. Volcano unconscious, knocked his block right off. Speaking of blocks, to block our new $12,000 champion after taking the belt from DMP last week in a he disposed of DMP. I'm not gonna lie, DeBlock looked scary in that one. Looked very scary. Put the entire roster on check for sure. So that was last week. Let's X out of that. Come back to this week, because we're living in the present here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Tonight we're going to see an Elimination Chamber match for the $12,000 title, as we do quite frequently here. I like that. And the champion's advantage is that the champion comes in last, which is a massive advantage. Let all the other guys fight it out. So we're going to see DeBlock try and defend that $12,000 title tonight in the Elimination Chamber. We're also going to see a First Blood Tornado tag match between Danger Boy Dana Boyle and his ally, Bo Dallas, taking on Shane, DJ Aram himself, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, who has the best wrestling theme music ever. I will say that. When that hits, and it's all like, somebody gonna get their ass kicked, somebody gonna get their head split. I love that. That is the most aggressive thing that ever was. Then I will say, friends, this episode is going to be a little bit shorter. That's why I'm dragging out the banter, because I had a malfunction, a glitch in WWE 2K20. Who would have known? Who could have thought? So just as the main event was starting, it crashed. So we are down what should have been our real main event, but instead our main event becomes a number one contenders match. Brent versus Brooke versus Kennedy versus The Fiend. The Fiend showed me something last week. I feel like he belongs there. All these guys, you know, Brooke's always a threat, always vicious. Brent has been on fire. This war with The Fiend, like best feud in Me and the Boys Wrestling right now for sure. So anyway, friends, this is getting long. I know this episode just dives right in, so I'm going to hit the button and we're going to get started. This is our $12,000 title elimination chamber match. Starting us off, we've got Coronavirus and Chris.
Only one man truly owns the $1 million belt, Byron.
Now, I like to do... our champions defend a lot. Try and do it on every episode, because that's what feels right. You've got an episode, like, you got to have something at stake. And the first season was, it didn't have that weekly something at stake. And that was a learning experience. And it just makes everything more exciting to watch. And whether it's Chris just really bending and contorting the coronavirus. And now he's going for a pin. But it really brings a sense of urgency to these things. You want to have something at stake, something on the line, and even if it's a number one contenders or a Money in the Bank, any of those things. Speaking of Money in the Bank, since we're not having a title match tonight, that means another week that Donald Trump goes without cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase and contract, which is, I'm starting to lose my patience with that. We're going to have to make him defend that or something, because this is a bit ridiculous. You can't just hoard the Money in the Bank case. Chris is going to dispatch of the coronavirus, and I'm not surprised. He's in his second, his third wave. He's just not as strong as he used to be. He needs to come up with a variant for his offense. Now, Chris versus Rare Breed. I don't know that we've seen this yet. These two are going to square up. Rare Breed hits a massive power bomb, and I believe this is the 2 count into the walls of Jericho. A few guys have this move. I don't know. And as you watch Chris's power bar deplete, it looks like a pretty strong move. Chris is just going to use his strength to power out of that. But he's still down. Power bar getting into the red. Crowd loving it. Crowd loves this matchup. 12K Thou, Rare Breed with a German suplex there. Now what's he going for? Oh, wow. Wow. I don't even know what that's called. But he buries him, and Chris is just going to eat that loss hard off that. It's kind of like a DDT, kind of like a suplex. Just head first right into the mat. But here comes Pettit. Pettit versus 12 Thou, old high school companions. Pettit was a Pearson alumni, and so was 12K Thou. I met Pettit way back in grade 2, I believe. Maybe grade 3. Probably grade 3, I think. And we've been friends for a long time. 12K Thou I met at work. And we've also been friends for a long, long time. Back inside the ring. So let's see. Both these guys with some crazy striking. Rare Breed rocking those Aleister Black moves. And Mikey P, I believe, has Randy Orton's moves. But with a couple surprises thrown in. Oh, wow. Rare Breed just clobbers Pettit with the knee. This does not look good for Pettit. Oh, but he's going to kick out. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. That was a vicious knee shot. Rear Breed hits that power bomb, and it looks like he's going to go for the walls of Jericho, or the Boston Crab. He's really draining Pettit's bar. Pettit is in a lot of trouble right now. Mikey P yet to hold the title here. Rare Breed, of course, came in and brought the $12,000 title with him, which we appreciate.
He's stuck in the corner now. Are we about to see it?
The 12,000. Oh, here it is. Here's that unorthodox where we see Pettit get a bit strange. Dances around with Rare Breed and then hits Sister Abigail. That's not going to be enough. Rare Breed got lots left in the tank. Oh, Mikey P goes for that MPKO.
Gets out of the way and fast.
Now he's going to set Rare Breed up for something. What, big shoulder breaker. That'll break your shoulder. Mikey P dragging Rare Breed around the ring now. Hammers him into that turnbuckle. Spins him around now in the corner. Spins him around again now in that corner. And Rare Breed reverses. Oh, and Mikey P reverses. And there it is. He hits the MPKO. He's going for a pin. That's not going to be enough, though. Not there yet, boys. Both men in the red, though. And here comes DMP. The unbelievably agile big man. Just taking his time, methodical. Stalking Mikey P, maybe realizing in the moment he's the bigger threat with Rare Breed down. But Mikey P just popped DMP and knocked him cold flat on the mat. So not a good start for DMP here. And he's just getting waylaid. Rare Breed now goes after Pettit. Hits him with a European uppercut to the back of the head and then sits down cross-legged in the ring for no real reason. Rare Breed now goes after DMP. Hits a big German suplex. I don't think those two fellas have met in real life. Pettit hits that thing. And he's going to go for a pin on Rare Breed. He's going to get him. I don't know what that move's called. It looks vicious. Oh, here we go. Business just picked up. DMP with the 619. And still refusing to do the second half of the move. The West Coast Pop, or whatever it's called, where he jumps up on the top ropes. We've seen this before. DMP just running into the ropes for no reason whatsoever. Because WWE 2K20, ladies and gentlemen, the most glitched video game that there ever was. Unbelievable. No, DMP ready to go, though, on the outside. Just punches Pettit right in the side of the head. And work him back in as we wait for our next entrant. The $12,000 title at stake here. And here he comes. We already knew who it was. It's the Block coming in last. Going to try and retain his $12,000 title. DMP going to try and get it back. And Pettit going for his first title here. At Me and the Boys Wrestling. There's DMP using that powerbomb Boston Crab combination. It's a popular move. But Big E's going to power out. Sorry, the Block is going to power out. Damn it. Crowd loving it still with the "This is awesome" chants. Pettit smacking the Block around a little bit. Finishes it with that weird kick where you land on your own back. DMP with a spinning heel kick to Pettit. And a big stomp. Now the Block's going to go after Pettit. Arm drag from the Block. And he's going to hit the Block party. There it is. Wow. That could spell disaster for DMP. Not too many people get up out of that Block party. And he's going to get him. We're down to 2. The Block versus Mikey P. The Block carrying Mikey P up on his shoulder, but not doing anything with him. All the way until Mikey P reverses and chops the back of the leg. One of these men is going to walk out of here, the $12,000 champion. And the other's going to walk out of here with a big bag of disappointment. Pettit hits a massive power bomb onto Block and goes for a pin right away. And he's going to get him with that? What? That's terrible. That
match deserves another look, folks.
It should at least be a finisher. Okay. And new. Mikey P wins the $12,000 title, outlasting 5 other men in the Elimination Chamber. I would have liked to have seen a finisher for a finish at least. But I guess a big power bomb. The Block just couldn't handle the pressure of that big power bomb and got held down for 3. Okay. I don't know what to say. It's anticlimactic. Up next, though, it's a good one. There he is, Mikey P. Let's not take this moment away from Mikey P. That was a hard-fought battle, and I think he came in 3rd or 4th, so he lasted. He outlasted. There you go, Mikey P.
There's your new champion, ladies.
Big title win. First gold here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. And now you get the $12,000 title and everything that goes with that. Like, now you got to have security when you walk around, because the belt is encrusted with diamonds and gemstones and all the most precious of metals. We got ourselves an Extreme Rules, but we're doing it at the Wasteland Arena. Of course we are. Pin and submission is off. First blood on. We are doing a first blood tornado tag match, which will be a first here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. I'm still tinkering with some of the different options. There's some cool stuff you can do. Like, I found out you can do an 8-man Iron Man match, which would, you know, it would just be chaos. Just guys everywhere trying to pin each other. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that soon. Stuff like that. And I mean, First Blood's not crazy unheard of, but you got to go deep into the bowels of the options to make that happen. So we're also going to change up some of the weapons here. You can get a look at some of the weapon options in the game. The ones I've unlocked, at least. Some of them are pretty funny. And I'll keep talking while we do the setup screen here, because that's not the most exciting part. Although you can get a bit of a look at the roster. There you see I put Brent in the match, but Brent wasn't in this match. The live stream of the actual events is a high pressure situation, because you want that to look good. And I mean, you can cut it, but it involves a lot of editing and extra steps that, I don't know. I don't need to take them. We can watch this. We can look at the cast. Look at all the guys you can choose from. There's Apocalypse. There's the Riddler. There's Shane. We'll put some of these guys in a Royal Rumble or something soon. I'm kind of sticking with, you know, trying to use the roster and some of the guys that have already appeared, just to get some of them into the mix, like Mark Henry and Bo Dallas. If you come down, if somebody from the backstage area wants to come down and intervene and get involved in a match, like, you're signed immediately and you're now on the roster. That's exactly what happened with these two men, Mark Henry and Bo Dallas. Just come down, stick your nose in somebody's business where it doesn't belong, and we'll offer you a job, because you created controversy and you created a ruckus, you know? And we've got Danger Boy Dana Boyle and Shane McDonald, who, at least in Me and the Boys, can't stand each other. That's the story I'm trying to tell. And, yeah, another good feud. Let's see where we're at here. I'm going to call up now things that I might be able to tease about the next episode. So, here we go.
Folks.
First Blood Tornado Tag.
And at the risk of sound, going for it again.
Shane and Danger Boy going right after each other. Shane hits the Poison Mist almost immediately. And Mark Henry is dispatching of Bo Dallas right now. Shane again hits the Poison Mist on Danger Boy Dana Boyle and then kicks him in the head. Danger Boy Dana Boyle is going to have Poison Mist in his beard for weeks. And again, a third time. Using up all of those 3 finishers that you get right off the hop.
Amazing execution.
Mark Henry just having his way with Bo Dallas. Just like Shane is having his way with Danger Boy Dana Boyle right now. This is crazy. Bo Dallas reverses, but then gets stepped on by Shane. Now Shane's going to go after Bo Dallas, which is a horrible matchup for that team. No, he changes his mind. Hits a side slam on Danger Boy Dana Boyle. As Bo Dallas takes control of Mark Henry, hits him with a neck breaker. Shane O'Mac hits a big headbutt on Danger Boy Dana Boyle. And that's what you want to do in these first blood situations. And then a backbreaker. Shane realizes Mark Henry's in trouble and tries to take a shot at Bo Dallas, but kind of misses. Bo Dallas another neck breaker, and then goes after Shane. Wow, Bo Dallas the MVP of his team right now. Looks like Danger Boy's reaching under the ring though. He's got the guitar. The guitar. Smashes Shane O'Mac over the head with it. DJ Aram himself smacked in the back of the head by a guitar. Wow. The only place you're going to see that is on Me and the Boys Wrestling, friends. There's Bo Dallas with a giant lollipop, and he just clobbers Mark Henry with it and continues to beat him down. Wow. A vicious side of Bo Dallas. Really going to town. Now he's going to hit Shane with the guitar again. Both members of the team now have taken turns beating Shane over the head with the guitar. And here comes Mark Henry with that lollipop. Danger Boy looking for a piece of Mark Henry, but Mark Henry hits him in the back with that giant lollipop. And now it's a 2-on-1 situation. Shane taking a minute to pander. Mark Henry taking a minute to pander.
Mark Henry has never been shy about expressing himself. Just ruthless.
Bo Dallas runs head first into Mark. There's the mist again. Shane hits the Poison Mist again on Danger Boy Dana Boyle. And I think he could have gone for a pin there if it was a regular match. Mark Henry hammers Bo Dallas and then hits him with a big headbutt. Shane hits a spear on Danger Boy Dana Boyle, who's really had very little offense. Still got all those 3 finishers. Normally you see an aggressive... the mist again. And another kick in the head. Normally we see Danger Boy hit those 3 even flow DDTs immediately. Shane with a knee lift. Mark Henry just taking care of Bo Dallas, just Spartan kicking him in the chest. Shane just raining blows onto Danger Boy. Danger Boy's eliminated from this match. I guess it's elimination as well. That's vicious. These 2 men are just going to stand here and punch Bo Dallas until he bleeds. Stop, he's already dead. Shane's got that guitar now.
I'm on their shoulders.
And he throws it down. He's going to pick Bo Dallas up. Mark Henry's going to pick Bo Dallas up.
This is how people end up getting hurt.
Up on his shoulder and just hangs him out to dry on that top rope. This is not a good situation for Bo Dallas to be in right now. Just getting slapped around the ring by the likes of Shane and Mark Henry. Yep. Shane taking a minute to pander. Mark Henry's got the keytar and he's just going to go to work on Bo Dallas. Somebody's got to make this man bleed, though. Mark Henry clobbers him in the back of the head. Shane rains fists down. Smashing his face into the mat. Figured that there it is. You knew it was just a matter of time once Danger Boy was out of the equation.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Here we see some of the replay. Wow, okay. So Shane and Mark Henry get the better of Danger Boy and Bo Dallas. And I feel like nothing's been solved, and we haven't seen the last of this. But Shane getting a victory in this round. Kind of won the battle, but could still lose the war. You know? Far from over. We're going to deal with that. Speaking of letting you know what's happening next week on our gigantic season finale, we're going to see in a Hell in the Cell, Danger Boy Dana Boyle taking on Shane McDonald one-on-one. Hell in a Cell, that's where feuds go to die. DJ Aram versus Danger Boy Dana Boyle. We're also going to see a Royal Rumble. A small one, not 30 people, but a Royal Rumble for the $12,000 title. So that's a couple things that are going to happen next episode. But we're in this episode, and that means our main event tonight, we've got a number one contenders match. We've got Brent versus Brooke versus Kennedy versus The Fiend. I knew I was trying to stall it out for dramatic effect, but it took way too long for me to find F on the character list. So here we go. Here we go. The pressure's on. Pressure's on those live streams. We're going to do this elimination style, which I like. I forgot that happened, and I'm happy with my past self. Everybody's going to get their 3 finishers, and this is going to be an elimination match. The winner of this match will take on Honky Tonk Zippe on our Season 2 finale, which will be next episode. So we can look forward to that. Also, we're going to see in our season finale a last man standing match between Dr. Volcano and Rare Breed. Last man standing match. That's where feuds go to die. Right? Don't they? Oh no, Hell in the Cell. Whatever. Season finales are where feuds go to die. Or do they? I'm just babbling. I don't know. It's taking forever to load and I'm babbling. But those are the things you can look forward to on our season finale. We're going to end a couple of feuds for sure. We're going to see some over-the-top rope action. We're going to see, I won't give away the participants, but we're going to see a table match next episode. So here we go.
A chiropractor's dream. Oh, here we go.
1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. Elimination style.
Now that's how you do it.
And by the looks of it, Extreme Rules. There's this a table match. What did it say? I can't remember. Normally when there's tables outside, it's a table match. Where's my notes? It is a tables match. My mistake. But an elimination tables match, which means we're going to see 3 people go through tables. Brooke hits that tilt-a-whirl stunner on Brent. Brooke not shy with those finishing moves. And it looks like the Fiend's got Kennedy in the mandible claw. as Brent knockout punches Brooke.
This one's over. Here comes. Is this what he's about to do it? He's about to do it again. Uh-oh, mandible claw, mandible claw.
Brent just dumps Brooke over his head. Kennedy reverses the Fiend and then clobbers him. We'll see, all of these men have been in the title picture before. Brooke, of course, I think two-time me and the boys champion. Kennedy had his fair share of title shots. I believe former $12,000 champion. Brent's definitely been in the title picture before. All those great matches with se2ep. Brooke hits the tilt-a-whirl stunner on the Fiend as Brent hits a drop kick against Kennedy in that table, but the table didn't break, so no harm done. Brent hits the knockout punch on Brooke. Crazy action here at Me and the Boys Wrestling.
That's just disrespect right there.
We'll see who's going to take on Honky Tonk se2ep in our season finale. Brent slaps the Fiend across the chest, but again, not breaking the table.
Very difficult position to be in right
Just
now.
up and over. There's Brooke now laid out on that table in the corner. Kennedy hits a chop, but
What's this going to be? Uh-oh.
wow, Kennedy hits a choke slam backbreaker on Brooke, and then goes after the Fiend.
Could it be?
He hits Kend of Days. Kend of Days on the Fiend.
That instant replay ready. Things don't look
Oh,
good.
Brent runs all the way across the ring just to spear Kennedy. Kind of a dick move. Brent now taking that table out of the corner, and he looks like he's going to set it up in the middle of the ring. I guess he doesn't like the corners.
Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at
Brooke
this.
fires Kennedy into that table. Now the Fiend kind of laid out on the table. Oh, Brent's got him.
Oh, this ends right here.
Wow. Brent choke slams the Fiend through a table, and how good must that have felt? Wow.
It's just getting overwhelmed.
Gets one back after last week in the Royal Rumble. These guys now going back and forth, just messing with each other's lives and opportunities.
Oh, step up Enziguri.
Crazy.
How impressive is that reversal?
Here is the notes.
Calling it.
The fact that Brent was the one to put out the Fiend is fantastic. That feud far from over. We're going to see what happens next episode between those
Look at
two.
this aggression.
But right now, we've got Brooke, Brent, and Kennedy.
He's looking for yet
And
another.
here comes another tilt-a-whirl
exclamation
stunner on Brent.
mark.
Kennedy picks up Brooke.
It's all academic at this point.
Kennedy, the only one with finishing
More
moves still.
devastating.
Brooke's going to reverse him, but... Oh, Kennedy comes out the other end of it with a
Oh, he knew that was
lariat
coming.
clothesline. Now Brent's going to get to his feet as Brooke hits a drop kick on Kennedy. Brent now picks up Brooke and he was going to go to kick him, but Brooke reversed it. Hits a head scissors or Frankenstein
This could be his moment.
and a back suplex to Kennedy.
Very nice.
Brooke's now going to grab that table and do nothing with it. Just set it up. Just pick it up, jostle it, and then move it to the next corner. Brooke fires Kennedy into the corner as Brent gets back into the ring. This strange action, friends. The crowd going bonkers and behind. As Brent gets Brooke back to his feet, Kennedy's still, rattled in the corner there. Brent hits a flurry of clotheslines, fires Brooke into the corner, and hits him with a cross body in the middle of the ring. All these men down into the red in the power bar. Oh wow. Kennedy with a massive punch to Brent. Brent with a knee lift. Hits Kennedy hard. Kennedy's going to roll out. He's maybe the safest place for you. In the meantime, Brooke versus Brent. Brent's on that table. Brooke's going to hit the chop, but that's not going to put him through. And stomps on his guts. Oh, he busted him open with that. And then kicked him in the back. Vicious. Brent's going to reverse, though, and just hammer Brooke in the back, and then hit him with the knockout punch. Punches Kennedy in the guts. And he just picks him up, and what's he? Just dumps him over his head. Now struggling to get to his feet. He looks exhausted in there. Both men down. What's Brent going to do here? He's going to pick up that table and maybe use it as a weapon? No, he's going to set it up in the middle of the ring. And Brooke's just going to take it down again and throw it on the ground for no reason. It's as if these guys forgot this is a table match. Brent hits the knockout punch on Kennedy, middle of the ring, and on Brooke. If this wasn't a tables match, this would be over. If this was last man standing, this would be over. Brent's going to eat an arm twister from Brooke, and then Brooke's going to hit a German suplex and then stomp Kennedy.
What's going to happen here?
Brooke's going to hit a backbreaker. Brent now rolls out of the ring, and he's down and out for a bit. Brooke's going to set that table up. He's got two finishers. This could be a dangerous spot for Kennedy. Nope. Brooke is instead going to use that weird Uranagi and knock the table down, but not break it. Now he's going to get another table, which is redundant. There's a table in the ring. Or at least get a third one so everybody could have a table. Brent just dumps Brooke over his head now. Brent's really aggressive in this match. But Kennedy's going to reverse him there with a punch in the face, and he's going to hit Ken of Days on the table. Wow, Brent's flat.
A move so nice they did it twice.
Brooke down and out on the outside. Kennedy goes for the Ken of Days again, but Brent reverses. Now Kennedy reverses with a kick to the stomach.
Now in full control.
Oh wow, like a choke bottom. Brent in trouble right now, just flat out. Kennedy's going to now set up the table as Brooke's ready to get back in the ring. That's what makes these three-person matches so long. There's always one guy ready to go, and Brooke's going to hit the tilt-a-whirl stunner, and all these guys have nothing left on their power bars. Brent's going to grab Brooke and try and drag him over to the table, and instead he just throws him out of the ring. WWE 2K20. Like, why would they do that? Why would the guys ever do that? There, get that man against that table. And then he runs away, and Kennedy falls through the table for no reason. Nobody touched him, and he's down and out. Oh, man. But that's why we watch. You know, you try to set up something serious and make it legitimate. But the game just gets you at every turn. But that's why it's funny. I don't know. Kennedy just walked into the table and fell down and knocked the table down and then rolled out of the ring half dead. But the other two guys are still fighting it out. Brooke with a pendulum kick just plants both of his heels in Brent's chest. And hits a Hurricane Rana on Kennedy. Now Brooke's going to set up the table. And Brent's going to take the table away, throw it on the ground, just like Brooke did to him earlier. Kennedy punches out Brent because he did that to the table. Brooke kicks Kennedy in the back here. We got all sorts of back and forth action here, but nobody's going through these tables. Come on, boys. You got to put somebody through a table. Wow, Brooke just hammers Kennedy off the apron and into the announce table, and then takes a minute to pander. We get a good look at the Me and the Boys announce table. Who we got over there? Corey Graves, Michael Cole and Byron.
Stump puller leg snap. That's gonna hurt.
Fans going nuts all over the arena. Now Brent's back into the mix, and he's going to fire Brooke right into that corner, that post. And then Brooke's going to return the favor. Now Kennedy's in the mix. He's going to fire Brooke until he has nowhere left to go and just falls down. No countouts here. Kennedy goes for something but misses. Now he's going to get him with that choke slam backbreaker.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
And Brent's going to run over as Kennedy throws Brooke back into the ring. Brent throws Kennedy into the ring now, and he's going to follow suit. Kennedy back to his feet. Kennedy eats the corner of that table. Oh, man. Somebody's got to go through a table here. We've seen it a couple of times on either Me and the Boys Wrestling or Quarantine League Wrestling, or maybe even Fantasy Booking, where they just they don't want to do it. They don't want to finish it, and it goes on and on and on. Well, what do we got here? Okay, just as I say that, we got action. There it is. We got a power slam through the table. That's going to leave us with 2. And I should have hung on a bit longer. That's okay, though. We have had to stop matches because things get out of control. Because this is one of the most glitched video games that there ever was. But we're making the most of it. I've definitely put more hours into this wrestling game than I have any other wrestling game. Just between playing it and doing all the things and making my own guy and then doing these episodes. WWE 2K20. I'll look back on it fondly. And I'm still debating what to do when the next one comes out. 2021 or whatever it is. 2022 probably. But I don't know if I want to make all these guys again. Like, is it going to be more? Will there be more options? I have to see. I certainly wasn't going to use Battleground. I actually just deleted that off my system. I needed some space, and I was like, oh, I'm not playing this trash. And I got rid of it. I mean, I can always download it again, but I'm not going back to that. I didn't like it at all. Kennedy just raining blows onto Brooke's face here. And it's not going well at the moment for Brooke. Kennedy's going to bring a new table into the ring that isn't all broken. Going to pick Brooke up. Kennedy with 2 stored up finishers. Brooke's going to reverse. Wow. And he's going to hit a tilt-a-whirl stunner just like that. What a match here. Brooke and Kennedy go back to at least grade 1. I met them both in grade 1. That's like 35 years of friendship with these 2 guys. Each. Excuse me. My throat's very dry. Kennedy in a bad spot here on the apron while Brooke's just going to line him up. Brooke fires Kennedy into the corner. And he's going to spin him around. See what he's got in mind. Wow. So I had scissors, but he just knocked the table down. He didn't break it. He's going to set the table up. Kennedy could be in trouble here. Oh, Kennedy, though, gets the upper hand. He's going to drag Brooke. He's going to set him up on that table. He's got a finisher. That's it. Powerbomb through the table. The last man standing at the end of our number 1 contenders match. Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. I don't know. It's early in the morning. Like, I'm up early to do this because I have time and I don't want to yell Mr. Kennedy as loud as I can. You get the idea. We'll let the announcer do it. There it is. Kennedy standing tall, and that means that on our season finale, we're going to have Kennedy take on Honky Tonk Zippe for the Me and the Boys title. And I think if we don't see Donald Trump, we're going to have to make him put that Me and the Boys title up or something. Somebody's going to get a shot at it, or we'll do it in a Rumble or something. I'm going to stop this, come back to me, so that, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you thank you for watching with me today. If you're liking what you see, please like and subscribe. You can go back and get caught up if this is your first episode. And yeah, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time for our season finale. Cheers.